National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Starting on the ground with Herbert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields going to hold on to it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields.
Damn.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception.
They got close to the same birthday. But, you know, why they got different last names? They're close to twins. And this nigga apparently knows Jason Tatum, and he's talking about that's his nigga.
No lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Wallace. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on third down. Wallace. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bears take over.
Yeah. You can still hear me. What? On the stream.
The Bears offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football, winds up being picked. But fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs in for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wallace. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Wallace. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that truck.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dominique Robinson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
The pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the Rams at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
We're scoreless after 1. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try again with Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That reminder coming up at halftime. Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Off play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago 1st.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Past the 20. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now it's the backup Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Back to throw. Wallace. He finds his man. Complete. It's Gonzalez. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by Gain is up and good. As guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Herbert to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Herbert once more. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
No, you good.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Herbert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This nigga. Fucking how many years?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion
just the fact
as they
that it's
come up
like,
on 3rd down.
Like you really drew
Here's
this
a
out,
give to
bro.
Herbert.
What?
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far. You know something? Lava's been power running.
Right, you
They
kept that
decided
shit
to turn
on.
loose again on
You
3rd
kept that
down,
shit
didn't
on.
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run here with Herbert. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well, as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run. It's Herbert. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Fields.
Oh yeah.
And the defense has
Please
it
say something
covered.
on
It's
them. Please say
intercepted.
something on them. Not on me. Please don't be
And
on
the
me.
Bears are going to take possession of the football.
It's on me. God damn
Wait
it.
a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how
It ain't even you. I'm out of man, bro. It took so long to fucking get a game, bro. I want to play this game yesterday.
Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football.
I'm gonna get it together.
Always take the
I'm
football.
gonna get it together. He ain't really doing nothing crazy. So
Not a whole lot there. The defense was
trying to
ready
waste the
at
time
most
now.
for that
Since
run-pass option.
I would do the same.
The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Elliott. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Come on, keep letting Cooper Kupp catch these passes. I'm playing inside.
And he is going to have a Rams.
I know what he's doing. Why is they allowing this nigga to keep getting these passes?
Get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll take it inside the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw on 2nd down. Wallace. He finds his man.
The route one is my team, but I'm saying like on defense.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field.
Oh my God, come on, y'all.
They want to naturally discourage those plays from being
Don't let this nigga waste his time,
Only
bro.
get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They keep on the ground.
Oh my God.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Why I tell you, bro, like, our defense played great one game and then played fucking horrible the next, bro. Like seriously, bro, like niggas be on lockdown fucking defense, bro, and then can't do shit.
Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get it much further, taken down on the other side of the 50. Looked good for a second there, but it turns out just to be a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but there had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think sometimes they still forget on both sides when that block comes on the PAT that you can return it for two. We got it across midfield there, just close to the end zone.
Yeah, you noted that moment of hesitancy, didn't you? You know, it's blocked. It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. It can be returned, and which means you have to get back and tackle him, too.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Fields going to take this himself, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On 3rd down, Herbert, and yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 4th down, Fields has to have this one.
Throw the ball. What the fuck?
He's brought down. Can't
do
anything with a football. It's
yeah, this is it.
And a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Inside give to Elliott. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Set up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott.
Hold him.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs.
Just start forcing me to my tighty.
3 points.
Bucket.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry.
God damn, boy.
In the fourth quarter. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
He got the knockout shit. Like, come on, bro.
Good effort there trying to take a
shot.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. Looking outside, he's got a man. That's McBride. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Oh, shit, did you see that?
Going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running
they let the nigga get up.
They have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Here's Fields.
Oh, my God, Fields.
Be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They could not convert.
Oh, my God,
The
bro.
Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams get the football in outstanding
He got so
field
many
position.
safeties, bro.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about
Like
7 or 8.
abilities.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
You think it just score while I was out the room? Computer couldn't even block. Oh, my God.
Of the night. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it will bump the lead up to 26. Following the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now
he got the like fucking ability, bro.
Here.
Like, come on, man. That is fucking killing me, bro.
You understand if you
think it's be wide open. You don't catch it, you get knocked out because they got the knockout of it.
Pick themselves back up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Back to throw. Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They snap it to Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
Fields throwing again. Goes right back to McBride.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
God, bro.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's probably true.
Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's probably all real.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Yeah, it's probably
they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down.
I think that too is like shit. He probably, niggas probably really going through it. Like, you know what I mean?
They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Yeah, it's like you find that out, and your dad ain't doing good, and then it's like you just happen to find this other shit out. Like, what the fuck?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
On play action, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields
looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that is incomplete.
They let niggas run across the fucking backfield
One step closer to the end of this one. Maybe merciful, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This nigga gonna accept it.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McBride.
Well, this was a very close ball game